Monkey 3. I'm Alexandra, aka Flower Yogi. Thanks so much for joining. We're going to do some nice hip and leg stretches today. Did a lot with the legs yesterday, so I'm going to cool it down, have a nice blanket to use handy. So when you're ready, we'll start in a cross-legged seat. Root down through the tailbone, deepening your breath. Feeling the belly expand, chest expand as you breathe in, up to the crown of the head, and as you breathe out, melt that energy back down into the earth. Slowing yourself. Finding stillness. And again, take another deep breath in. Big sigh out. Beautiful. We will open the legs and beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna redo that. We will start to find a little movement here. Hands can come to the thighs or the knees, and as you inhale, just pulling the chest forward, and as you exhale, roll back. So just orbiting around yourself. Feel the shift in weight underneath your sit bones as you roll around through the torso. Maybe you really exaggerate the movements, bringing the head up towards the ceiling and then rounding fully through the spine. We'll reverse our direction here. Pulling the chest forward. Keep yourself anchored with the hands as you roll back. Notice what the spine has to say today. And gently make your circles smaller and smaller, coming back to center. Lovely. We'll open the legs up. Nice and wide here. You can face the long edge of your mat. And if you'd like, you can take that blanket and just sit on the edge of the blanket. So we've got a little bit of lift through the seat. Hands can rest on your thighs. And don't open the legs so wide that you really feel like you're really active to sit up. So you can make them a little smaller angle and find that place where you can be nice and tall through the crown of the head. As you inhale, arms reach up, stretching through the side body, and as you exhale, bring the hands down in front of you, walking the hands forward into your wide-legged fold. So you might stay lifted here on the hands, or you might start to lower the forearms down. Melt the heart towards the mat. Release the head. Feel the weight of your chest pulling you down towards the mat. Stay with your breath. exhaling completely. As you inhale, start to walk the hands back in to center. Really nice. Frame the right leg, so hands on the outsides of the legs, and then turn your chest towards that right leg here. So find a lift through the spine. You can reach the fingertips up if you'd like. And as you exhale, try to keep that frame as you fold down over the right leg. Hands can grab the foot or maybe the mat, kind of like suction cupping the palms down on either side of the calf. And the key here is to stay rooted through both sits bones. So that left hip might want to come up, and we want to keep the left hip and the heel anchored in place. And as you breathe in, maybe finding a little lift through the back body and slight turning towards that right leg, sinking in with the breath out. Really deep stretch here. Stay with your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, softening. We'll start to walk the hands back up and in nice and slowly as we restack the spine. And then walking the hands over, turn towards the left leg, framing that left leg, hands on either side of the thigh, upper leg. We'll find a little lift. Inhale, reach the arms up. Chest is turned towards that left foot. And as you exhale, folding down. Oh yeah. Grabbing the foot, grabbing the mat or the leg. And again, as you inhale, find a little lift, and then slight twist as we turn that chest towards the left leg. Stay rooted through your right hip bone, through the heel. And this is where the smaller stance the smaller angle in the legs might be helpful. So we don't want to strain ourselves. Might feel intense, which is okay, but we don't want any pain or pinching. So just know your body. Deep breath in. Exhale out. And start to walk the hands up and in through center. Beautiful. We'll take it forward one more time. Coming through center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, folding down. You might notice you fold a little easier now that we've opened up the right and the left a little more. Maybe the forearms come down, maybe the head comes down, or maybe we stay lifted in the chest. Wherever you are, find your breath. Deep breath in. Exhale completely. And then walking the hands back up through center. Beautiful. We'll grab the backs of the knees with the hands, bend the knees, bring them together, and coming into a tabletop. Move the blanket to the side. Palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Find a little cat and cow, swing the hip side to side. Exploring your body through movement. And we'll come to meet in center, crown of the head pulling away from the tailbone. And then send that right leg long behind you. Rock forward and back. Feeling that stretch through the back of the leg. And then bending the knee, bringing the foot forward in between the hands. Finding a low lunge. And then we will walk the right foot over to the right edge of the mat, toes spilling off. Been here in our little dragonfly or lizard pose. There's so many different names for things. So wherever you are, we're here. That makes sense. Knee pointing in the direction of the toes. It's still stacked over that ankle. We can stay up on the hands. Option to come up onto the fingertips if you have a block or book to lift the chest a little bit higher, bring the ground to you, you can, or you can come onto forearms. Breathing here, pressing into that left top of the foot. Sinking down through the hips. Deep breath in. Long breath out. And we'll start to replant the hands. And then walk that. As we lift the hips, we'll kind of walk the right foot over to the left side, setting up for pigeon. Always the option to take this on your back, legs in figure 4. Or we can find our half resting pigeon here. If you have a lift in that right hip, if it's not touching down, that's where we slide that blanket or pillow underneath the hip to feel ourselves at center. We want belly button over the pelvis, heart over the belly button, so that we can fold forward onto the forearms. Maybe relax the head down. Filling up through the back body as you breathe in. Melting through the heart as you breathe out. Notice where the mind goes. And if it wanders away, just gently reeling it back in with your breath. Observing the sensations in the body. Starting to deepen your inhales. Lengthen the exhale. And when you're ready, gently replanting the hands. Press your way up. Move any props to the side. And then really slowly we'll curl the back toes under And start to lift the hips, bring that left knee up, and slide your left leg back into your tabletop. Shift the hips side to side, maybe find a cat and cow. And then we'll all meet in a child's pose, toes together, knees nice and wide. Melt the heart down. If you're feeling a little extra tight in the shoulders and the arms, you can bring the hands together in prayer behind the head, walking the elbows forward. Or bring the hands down towards the toes. And we'll gently replant the hands on your inhale, pressing into the palms. Lift your way up, back to your tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees come back underneath the hips. Wiggle your tail, and then sending the left leg back, pressing into that left heel. Rock forward, rock back. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it forward. Plant the foot between the hands, and then finding your low lunge, we'll walk that left foot over to the left side of the mat. Toes just spilling off, knee over ankle. And then in our lizard pose, we will have hands underneath the shoulders. Maybe you lift up onto fingertips or on books or blocks. And maybe you come all the way down to your forearms, releasing the head. Deep breath in. Big sigh out. And starting to press your way up. We'll reframe foot in between the hands. Continue walking it over to the right side as that knee comes down. Preparing for our resting half pigeon. Again, option to take this on your back and legs in figure 4. And again, notice each side is different. So maybe this hip is lifted, in which case you'll slide a blanket or pillow under there. And then once you feel that stacking through center, we'll fold forward onto the forearms. Release the chest down towards the mat. Taking a deep breath in. Get heavy with your breath out. One more inhale. Exhaling completely. And slowly starting to press your way up. Take your time. We'll curl those back toes under, slide the right knee up so that we can slide the left knee back. Bring the knees together, toes, heels together, and send it back to a child's pose. Hands down by the heels. Option to widen the legs if that feels better. And then we're going to slowly move into a rabbit pose. So we'll stay here with our hands on the heels, but we'll start to bring the crown of the head down towards the mat in front of the knees, and then lift the hips up. So we've got this nice pull through the back, through the shoulders, nice rounding. So our crown of the head is pressing into the mat. Shins are pressing into the mat. Hands pulling the heels, heels pulling the hands. Deep breath in. And exhale, releasing back into your child's pose. Bring the hands forward. Widen the knees. And melt the heart down. Taking another deep breath in. Big sigh out. Start to walk the hands up and back. Sitting in Virasana, sitting on the heels. Bringing the knees together. We'll shift our weight to one side so that we're sitting on the side of the heels. It's a little awkward. If this is absolutely not happening, you can send the legs out long, and then we'll bring our right foot, so the outside leg, bring that right foot to the outside of the left knee. So if the legs are out long, it's the same thing, just our left leg is extended. So we want both sit bones planted down, find length through the spine, and then bringing the right hand behind the hip. Inhale, left arm towards the sky. Big breath in, nice and tall. Exhale, twist. Hook that left elbow over the right knee. Find length as you breathe in, and twist as you breathe out. One more breath in. And exhale, coming through center, countering, taking it to the other side. Both hands over towards the left. Find length, deep breath. Exhale, look behind you, over that left shoulder. One more breath in. Exhale, unwind, coming through center. Uncross that right leg, and then we'll shift our weight up and over to sit on the opposite side. So heels over to the left now. And then again, option to keep the legs extended. We'll bring the left foot to the outside of the right knee. So If your legs are long, we've just got the right leg long, left foot to the outside of the right knee. Sit down through your sit bones. Feel that connection. Find length through the crown of the head. Left hand comes behind the left hip. Inhale, reaching up. Right arm towards the sky. Exhale, twist over. Hooking that elbow on the knee. Find lift with your breath in. Twist a little deeper as you breathe out. One more inhale. Exhaling, unwind. Come back through center. Beautiful. Bring both hands over to the right. Find length. Exhale, look over that right shoulder. And one more breath in. Exhaling, unwinding all the way. Great job. And then we'll find a cross-legged seat. Bring the hands interlaced behind the head. Thumbs pointing down. So we're nice and rooted through the sit bones. Inhale, pull up through the head. On the exhale, bringing that left elbow down towards the mat. Right elbow up. Try to keep the arms pulling apart. Elbows nice and wide. Maybe your gaze lifts up towards the ceiling. Stay heavy through the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, folding towards the right elbow, drops down towards the mat. Left elbow towards the sky. Try to relax the legs. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Come back to center. We'll do that one more time. Almost done here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop the left arm down. Look up towards the right elbow, towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift back up through center. And last one, right elbow comes down. Deep breath in, pull the arms apart. Look up towards the ceiling. And exhaling, coming back. Restacking the spine. Drop the hands down. Feeling yourself held at center, held in stillness. Hands resting gently in the lap. And take a deep breath in. Complete breath out. Palms coming together at the heart. Inhaling. Exhaling. We'll rub the palms together, create some friction, some heat. Really build that fire in your hands, and then cup the eyes. Sending that prana, that healing energy into yourself, into your body. One final breath in. Exhaling, bowing to yourself, your body, your practice. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you back here